Hint, you can use the skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. Why would I have already read these texts? If you changed your name, how would your old YouTube followers have found your streams? They never left. They just never leave. That's how. I don't know. So we definitely want to remember Yuri is the best. And I'm trying to think of which words sound like she would like them the most. We know small words are Chihuahua's favorites. Kitty. What? OMG. What? Thanks for the lurks, though. Scorn. Thank you for the lurks. Okay, we're gonna go with extraordinary. God damn it, it's the wrong one again. We'll go with contamination. That sounds. And I forgot about this emoji. How could you forget about that emoji? You used to like it so much. Deji's likely looked at the Kato pics I put. Oh, that makes sense. The Kato pics are great. I look forward to them every time. We're gonna do hopeless. God damn it! I thought upsetty. Oh, now I'm upsetty. Misfortune. Oh, why are you enjoying all of these? Horror. Angry. What does effulgent mean again? I don't know what effulgent means. I'm gonna hope that it's a word that she likes. Yeah, it is. Great. Great. Shame's a short word and I don't really want to use it for that, but I thought she wouldn't like it. Let's try, imagination. And I need something that is either very large or depressing. I'm gonna go with tenacious, I guess, and risk that childhood friend is the one that likes it. Oh, thank God. Okay, we could probably go vertigo might be right, or existence. I don't know which one to pick.
I'm dead tired. Work was extra long. Hope Doki Doki goes well. If you didn't hear it today, you're awesome. Claptel. V.
No, you're awesome. Thanks for stopping by, Soul. I hope that you have a good rest. I hope that work isn't extra long tomorrow. And all of those good things. I appreciate you. We're gonna go with existence. And disoriented. I feel a little disoriented when I think about existence, that's for sure. I don't know what here would work best. Maybe anger? Oh, no, anger worked for the pink one. Well, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. Let's go with disarray. I thought so. It sounded like too fancy of a word for the others. But I've thought that many times about not pink hair, but the bow girl. And I was wrong. Let's try graveyard. Wow, it worked. And melancholy. Frightening? Success. She looks so pouty in that. It's great. I can pout too. We look very similar like this. Same emote. Not actually wanting to twin with the angry chihuahua. Let's go with Inferno. I didn't know what sounded the best. And philosophy? Doki Doki. Sensation? Oh, it worked. Success. Massacre. Anime! We aren't going with anime because the pink-haired girl likes the anime. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Already? I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Oh God, I just accidentally minimized everything. Okay, this is fine. Okay, yep, no, we're good. Hi, Time! Yo, Sayori, I definitely remembered your name, Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway, 'cause you are a little simple-minded. Yes, you are. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Are my reasons that I am broke or that I am seeking a different waifu? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just feel like you might have stuffed some snacks in there. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Oh no, it's because she's a broke bitch and she thinks that we're gonna pay for her stuff. I got it. I understand the assignment. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. You are gonna rip me off. I'm gonna fight you. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How'd you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you planned to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. Sayori, go away. Exactly. How are we supposed to see our waifu? Bring Yuri? Yes. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves one option. Oh no. It's the face. I don't have an emote like that, thank God. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Hi Yuri, how's it going? I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I don't see no book. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something funny in my book. Yuri, tell Time to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I'm sure. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. What, her also being sassy? Yuri, yes. Oh no. Oh no. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. No, she's telling the truth. I would not have come here without cupcakes. Like, she's right. Right on the money. Oh God, who just beat her up? Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... Huh? A cookie? Sure enough, a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. If it's not Natsuki, we have a villain. A cookie-throwing villain. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution? Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie, and not Natsuki, who probably made it and or bought it. Jeez, just eat it. It's gonna get all weird and squishy. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Nom. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. See, it's a good thing you didn't have that one though, because if you hugged it, it would melt on you, and you don't want to get chocolate on your clothes. Or out of it. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Boo, Natsuki. I mean, I like Natsuki better than Sayori. At least she makes me snacks. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Oh, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Nobody ever saw it coming. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Nowhere's safe. She's gonna put things in your food next time. Be afraid. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Oh, where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either, but you know, I don't stalk the girls in the club or anything. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She really just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. No. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all? You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. I shrug my shoulders because I was crushing on her and didn't want her to think that I thought she had a boyfriend too. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. Is it because you fell asleep? Because that's what I would do if I had study hall. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. I won't help her because she makes me write poetry. Maybe once I get better, I will. Yay. That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry, I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really, no. I just leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone's already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie, and part of Natsuki's. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Why? Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri's reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. Oh, if that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. I hope it's tasty. Thank you very much. If there's one thing I can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. I know words. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. Oh, I might as well walk with ya. Yeah, oh, why not? Shall we go then? I don't know why that doesn't look. I don't know why elegance doesn't match her speech patterns. Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri was gonna make some tea, so... I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher? Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve time in club activities? My mouth gapes. Gasp. Shocked. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go time. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. She is very sassy today. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. Sounds like you do that a lot. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. Yes, Yuri. Yes, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. How come even when I do something bad, You're being nice to me. Because romance. It's for romance. Probably not a whole lot else, admittedly. But, like, I don't think it's that weird to want a partner to go with you to do things that are solo tasks. It gets boring to do things alone. Because I said so. Nothing you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? Are you secretly a murderer, Yuri? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. I really like being friends with you. Yeah, friends, yeah. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway. Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah, let's go. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the pitcher, we return to the classroom. Great. Do you like oolong tea? Don't think I've ever... No, I've totally had oolong tea. I mean, I like herbal teas best, but you know... yeah, totally. Anything's fine. Except for gross tea. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't ya? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything, is this loose leaf tea? I know they covered this in the last stream, but I don't remember. Cause like, I'm one of those people that I just don't ever remove the tea bag from my cup. If I get more tea and I feel like I need more, you know, actual tea, I will just add a second tea bag into the cup. I won't remove the first one. The stronger it tastes, the more happy I probably am about it. It's just how I am. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. I'm sorry, any tea snob who hates me for the way that I treat my tea. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. Okay, it is tea leaves. I also actually ended up just buying these things you can put tea leaves into to make them into tea bags, which, you know, would be the bags for the tea. Because I don't like dealing with cleaning out little bits and pieces of loose leaf. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. Yeah, that's what happens. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway. Okay. That's great, Yuri. Wow, the power of friendship really shines through. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Time. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Time, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? I mean, I'm all for floor time. Sure, why not? My knees make weird sounds when I stand up, but, like, that's fine, right? You're not gonna judge that, right? Right? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. Okay. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I'm not gonna. I really want to say things, but I'm not gonna. I wonder why that is. They're really egging this on. They're really egging this on. It's most likely because of my your posture, right? It's your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yeah, yes, absolutely my posture and not my torps. I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. Seems legit to me. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. Oh, I have some chocolate as well. Good thing it didn't melt on this book. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. Beep boop beep. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Does chocolate go well with oolong? I don't think I've ever combined any tea and chocolate, honestly. Outside of when I was at the tea place that I went to with a friend. But that wasn't really combining. I kind of ate a lot and then occasionally drank things, but mostly ate a lot. I like to eat a lot, okay? Don't judge me. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Oh no. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this when our shoulders touch? Yuri was always kinda cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Is this something people actually, like, have conundrums about? Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. Oh yes, she has. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading, and not the booba. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Do you not like chocolate? Well, if I touch it, then I might smudge on the pages. Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Oh, wow. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg, and I can't focus yet again because physical contact. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. You should just put a piece of candy in hers too. Like, I'm not saying it to be romantic. I'm saying legitimately just normalize offering people food that cannot currently hold the food. I would take it. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. Good job. This person knows what they're doing. Because I'm this person, I guess. She doesn't look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. It probably is for her. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Oh my god, this looks ridiculous. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what happened. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that.
That's... Well... You were just helping. That's something that friends do.
They do. They feed each other when the other one doesn't have hands. As long as their hands are clean. I would like to emphasize, don't feed your friends if your hands aren't clean. That's gross.
Right?
I mean, not really in this kind of yes, in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah. Then you don't need to stop or anything.
See, the situation has gotten really tense and really weird. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that she can't even focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. Hi, can you stop staring at me? You're making it weird. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. That's what chests do. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. This feels like it's unnecessary. Okay, everyone. Thank you, Monica. Thank you. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Yes, it is, Monica. You can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Yeah, Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken.
Oh, I'll take care of the cups.
Yeah? Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. I would. Right here, right meow. Okay, let's talk to Yuri first about the poem. She's gotta admire our poetry, even though I feel like it's really close to Sayori liking it better this time.
Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do ya like it?
This one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why? You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try to give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Don't touch your hair if your hands are sweaty. No, not the hair.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? In a literature club? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me.
Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Are we forgetting she doesn't have any of those? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Yeah, I do. If it's with you.
The raccoon. I love raccoons.
It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. my attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. Oh God, I scrolled too fast. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian, oh my gosh, conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Yeah. Yeah, is how I feel too, Yuri. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. It's about raccoons, goddammit.
That's right. It is about raccoons. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. That's totally a compliment.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies, like feeding raccoons in the middle of the night. It's one of those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them.
Why do you keep them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that?
Well, no, not really. Yeah, I guess I do. Oh, I guess we do.
I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things, like feeding me chocolate, writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you.
That's, exaggerating a bit.
It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now, I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that.
It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Okay, thanks. I'm gonna take a drink of soda real quick, so... Done. Okay. Beverage consumed. Alright. Let's show this to Sayori next. She says ... which is very informative. Ooh, I like this one. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. It was definitely for you. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. Somebody's setting off fireworks. I can hear them. But why? That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. It makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Oh, good, glad. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. No, I don't. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic, especially because I get the strange feeling that your poem is about food. It is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Time. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Battles. Wow, what a title. Oh no, it's bottles, not even paddles. Even better title, thanks. Okay, let's see. This is a lot of letters. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. That seems a little dark. Holy crap. You are massively depressed. I hate to break it to you. Sarah, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Didn't involve as many snacks as I expected. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful? Never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? How have they all not gotten to this point if they're part of the literature club? I'm so confused. I hope you keep it up.
Yeah. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die, which may be sooner than later.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Mood, Sayori, mood. I do the same thing sometimes after spending way too much money into whatever it is. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright, we're gonna show to Natsuki next.
Well, I can admit it's better than the last one. It's nice to see you're putting in some effort.
That's good.
But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious.
What do you mean by that?
Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level.
Natsuki stops short all of a sudden.
Don't tell me. You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you?
What are you talking about? And keep your voice down.
You know, Yuri would love this angsty.
Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean I...
Ugh.
Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me.
I am so done with you.
Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me.
Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me.
Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. Even if you were. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. But what if she was, huh? What if I just sucked at it? Wait, we didn't even get to see Natsuki's poem. She's that mad? Oh no. Okay, let's show to Monica. Hi again, time. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. Pissed off Natsuki a little bit, but you know, beyond that. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. Yeah. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica. She also says ... Alright. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Oh, calm down. I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait. Really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... Well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. Just as long as it's not Miku. She's already taken by some guy somewhere. I can't remember his name. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. Oh, I think that's above my pay grade. Can't even save myself half the time. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaninglessness. I added the last part, you know, just a little extra pizzazz. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. Actually, that style of poetry is what I used to try to write whenever I was forced to write poetry, which didn't really bode well with most of my teachers because they all had their like very specific types of poetry that they wanted you to poem, but I'm not good at that. So I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It can change the mood of like all writing. I honestly feel like more authors and stuff should take advantage of being able to change the spacing and formatting of pages in their books, because it can create completely different visuals, like literal visuals, while you're writing, so you feel even more into the book. I love books that do that. I'm sorry. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. It can also, if you make the text get smaller and smaller, create like a suffocating, claustrophobic feeling. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. The noise. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So, putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? About how I should probably save the game pretty soon, huh? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? Yeah, We're all done reading each other's poems. I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Oh, well, sort of.
Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori's been working on the posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Oh, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
Performing? Monica.
Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. That doesn't sound cool at all. Oh my god. Sayori's putting it on all of the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster with crayons, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting both these posters up, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Panic, 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 panic. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and put on a good performance, then it'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. I don't think they all agree with you. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Thank God.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with.
Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
I guess I don't really have a choice.
That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri!
This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way! Monica, this is too sudden.
Oh well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an extensive expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next.
Uh-huh. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealing inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori's. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Time liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki?
Don't make me go before time. like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well like time lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
Natsuki? It's fine, it's fine. I don't believe in poetry. I got nothing. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward and like I should perhaps save the game. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
This poem is called... Why are you all looking at me?
Because you're presenting?
Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again.
Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, it's just how it is, so...
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick up a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. I feel like the expression Natsuki is making right here in direction of Monica is just, like, perfect. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait!
I can do this.
Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club. And impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best.
Ready to go, Sayori? That was me. I was supposed to be speaking, not using the Sayori voice. Look at you two. Always going home like that together.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Oh no. Oh yes.
I didn't see stream again. 1 second. Oh no. Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be nice, though.
Oh, well. How am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Time. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. Panic. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. This is going fine. Totally fine. How's it going, Chief? But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. How was your day? It is going okay. I feel like it went by really fast for some reason, and I don't know why. You ever have one of those days where it's like you blink and suddenly it's nighttime? That's what happened to me. Rough day, but I got through it. That's all you gotta do. You just gotta make it through it sometimes. Anything I can do to make it go from okay to good? No, probably not. But you know what? It's okay. It's already so late in the... Oh wow, it's already 11 o'clock. It's so late in the night. But you know, I'm gonna set an alarm tomorrow. I'm gonna wake up earlier. I say that now, but I'm probably lying and I'm gonna hit snooze so many times I don't wake up earlier. But I'm gonna wake up earlier and I'm gonna have a day. It's gonna exist, dang it. And by exist, I mean I have to work, but that's fine. I'd say at least you know how it feels with you saying every day, but I don't think it's actually probably a good thing.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. Like, how we get to...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question's that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here.
Well...
Forgive me, I was absorbed in thought. Yes, exactly. I would walk home with Yuri because Sayori gets to see me every day and Yuri does, well, they do, but you know, they don't get to walk home with me every day. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? That's not the logic I was using, but yeah, sure, why not? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so...
Isn't she so beautiful and smart?
That has nothing to do with what I just said. Oh my god.
You admitted it.
Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never gonna happen.
Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know?
Need you? For what? You need me for money to get your snacks. Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Nobody needs me, Sayori. It's fine. Oh my god.
Sorry.
Everyone's different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. Jeez. Women, says the woman.
If you say so.
The conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. Only Seiko, except she doesn't need anything on account of being, 1, an independent woman, 2, a cartoon. Yeah, and the deceased, for sure. That is... I was expecting it to only be 1 point, and it was gonna be on account of being dead. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time? Why? That's a weird... Okay, you know what? It's fine. Okay, focus. What is something that I think Yuri would like? Would she like the word desire? A nice poem for happy Sayori. Oh god, no. Also, Sayori, I feel like if you pick happy words, you get, Natsuki. More than Sayori, probably. But I'm trying to go for Yuri. Because I've already put this much effort in. Let's see. I feel like after image is a good word for her. I think eternity is a good word. Why don't you like is it because she's cantankerous and without redeeming qualities? I mean, those are definitely some good points, and probably exactly why I'm not as big of a fan. But I actually like her more than Sayori, just because I'm not, like, into the whole, childhood friend crush type trope. Like, it's overplayed. It's overplayed to the point where it's not even good. It just makes you feel bad if the main character chooses someone else because the crush has been there forever, and it's not a feel good. I don't have any of my friends from early childhood, and the only one was a guy. Oh no, did you just drift apart? I mean, I have friends from like early high school, junior high, but I drifted apart from the people that I knew like back in elementary school. Yeah, it happens. It does happen. I've only got like 1.5 friends from back in junior high left, so it just be like that. You know, you grow apart, and sometimes you move apart. We're gonna go with Rain Cloud. Dang it, it was for her. I didn't want that. Let's try Fear. Ah, shit. Disarray. I know that's a word for her. I know horror is also. Depression is apparently a word for her. No, that's not what I wanted. Tragedy? Shit. Incongruent. Agonizing.
I'm bad at this.
Okay. What is... Let's see. I'm feeling like it's probably either incapable, imagination, Doki Doki, yeah. Okay, let's try ambient. There we go.
Kawaii.
No. Melancholy. Philosophy. Effulgent. Still don't remember what that word means, but it works. I'm friends with several people who I attended elementary school with, just they weren't my friends in elementary school. Oh, well that works too. Are you like super close with them now? Let's try Destiny? Yes, it worked. Dictionary says it means radiant. So Yuri likes the word radiant, huh? Let's try anxiety. Vivacious, disoriented, big words. One of them really helped me through my health issues a few years ago. She was the one person in my life with experience with that sort of thing. Oh, that's really nice. That's something to appreciate. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. The other one, she has a husband and I think 2 or 3 kids, so it's hard to catch her, but we try. Yeah, when people have kids, sometimes it gets hard to meet up with them, but as long as you all try your best, that's what matters.
Were you practicing piano again?
Yeah.
You must have a lot of determination.
They both live 800 miles away from me, so we just text. Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Starting this club and now picking up piano?
Maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival, too.
I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great.
Why is she suddenly so happy about this? She said determination twice. Quick, this must be the next Undertale. It is, absolutely. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki?
Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. It is a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food.
You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden.
Monica, do they usually have fried squid?
Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to.
Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid?
I've never had fried squid, but I absolutely would try it. Undertale people are like Beavis and Butthead sometimes. Oh god. He said save game. Yes.
You of all people?
I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people?
Because it's right in your name. Monica.
That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? That's my dad recently. If he ever watched B&B and he said he watched it a lot, then he did the laugh. Oh god. I remember my dad used to watch it all the time. It was on when I was getting ready for school in the mornings when I was like in maybe first grade or something. So it was like always on TV. It was a whole thing.
Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me?
Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. What if they got Mike Judge to voice all of these characters? Oh no. Not like this. Not like this. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again.
Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Is everything alright?
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Jeez, you worry too much about me.
I was just thinking about the fact that Elon Musk named his child Technomechanicus. I mean, sometimes it's better not to think about Elon too much, because you're gonna end up throwing your brain into space, just like the truck.
I'm fine, see?
Sayori shows me a big smile.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone.
Well, alright, bye. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back to everyone, but the conversation's already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must have been spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk. Time, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading a little too into it, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you. You certainly know her better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bother her. But this time when I asked her, she was just really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying maybe the thing on her mind is you. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. Wow, that's wild. Right? It's amazing that she could pick apart which things that Sayori was even talking about. It's like an extra light was turned on inside her. What? No way. Sayori's always like that. I like your color, it's very space age. Thanks. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny. Have you ever thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think too much about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. Whatever that means. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I want her to kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do beside wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from over a book. MC is just being a good friend. Exactly! What's wrong with being a good friend? But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in the one next to her.
I didn't mean to bother you or anything.
Relax, you didn't even do anything. You just stared at me creepily from across the room.
But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts.
Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that?
Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything.
Because I'm a psychic and watch Beavis and Butthead, yes, exactly. Yuri headcanon confirmed.
I didn't do anything creepy like that.
In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern.
Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen.
Oh, it's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori.
Sayori?
Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her.
Oh, that's quite romantic. Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid.
It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a long time, that's all.
I see.
Yuri, Sayori is clearly in distress and you're like, I don't know. Exactly.
Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings.
Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much.
The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them.
Ah. So you think there might be something behind it after all?
I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she needs or wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too.
Hi. Oh, hi. How's it going, Blasphemy?
And I also feel some concern for her.
First time playing? Yes. First time. Ever. Have you played before? Are you concerned for Sayori?
But in your case, it looks like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she?
Oh, well, I guess that was the case.
Sayori. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she?
People are like fractals, they're equations, only they spiral out of control. How resplendent. That is something she'd say, right? It totally is. I could see it. I thought about reading it in the voice I keep giving Yuri. I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Just friends. Yeah. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze.
Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't even aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her.
Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple girl, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you.
That's not a compliment, is it?
It is what it is. Take it as you will. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading?
Well, as long as you're okay with it.
Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Definitely. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Okay, let us show Yuri our poem first. Very important.
Time, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally.
Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. I'm literally just picking random words out of a book. But I've been able to improvise so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after.
Is that so?
Yuri gently smiles to herself.
This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing.
He's slathering it on, right? He so is.
I never thought it would feel like this.
I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe you're so good at something and never even shared it with someone. Look at that, he used some Rizenashi splatter. Never thought it would feel like this, right? So bad, it's so bad. It's kind of a shame.
Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice.
He complimented her twice and she's reaching for the engagement ring. She's gonna propose, for sure. What do you mean?
Well,
Yuri smiles sadly.
During lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that?
Nope.
It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway.
I mean, I also eat alone during lunchtime unless Kitty decides that she wants to beg for my food.
But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face.
Yuri, yes. I see that she's back. Yuri summoned him.
Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life.
Well, I also did so in middle school, high school, and my first undergrad school where communal eating is common if not expected. I only did during like one semester in high school. It was a whole thing.
So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me.
Yuri could always summon me, to be honest. Could she? Always? I'll have to keep that in mind. If we ever need Dechi ever, we just pop Yuri onto the screen and he'll arrive.
They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all.
People say that about you? She already talked to you about this last time. I have a horrible memory and I remember it.
I'm not a know-it-all. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time.
But I haven't really done anything.
No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like everyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy.
I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends and get extra cupcakes. And I would say I've had at least one success because I've had at least one cupcake. Wouldn't you?
If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we?
Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem?
Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you.
Ghost Under the Light Part 2. Ooh, it got a sequel.
The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows. Closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility. But I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding? I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber.
Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri. But instead of taking it from me, she looks away.
Do you dislike it?
No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one is about.
I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one.
That's fine. I understand this one. I feel like I don't understand this one in-game. Kitty's staring at me from the floor. Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. Once again, I try to hand the poem back to her. But instead, Yuri gently takes my hand and pushes them back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch.
You can, the poem is...
Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice.
You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometime.
Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back toward me.
I guess we should move on before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later.
Yeah, totally. I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Alright, let's show our poem to Sayori next.
It's nice, I guess.
Come on, I can already tell you don't like it.
Well, you don't need to worry about what I think.
After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you?
Probably Yuri.
I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Lies.
Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club?
Well, yeah, of course I am.
Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you.
Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh?
No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today.
Alright, just tell me if you need anything.
I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now.
If you insist, but where's your poem?
Yay. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sayori?
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Okay. Well, let's go to Natsuki next. Will she show me a poem today? Let's find out.
Yeah, no thanks. You didn't even... Next!
Natsuki, please! Okay, Monica. The net is not appeased. It's true, she's not. High time. Have you thought about what you wanted to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Your style's gotten so refined. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. Look at MC, suddenly an expert on Yuri's entire psychology. Yup, exactly. It's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the club room every day. Reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know? Alright. I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up, so if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm gonna hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, the lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Broke my focus. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes, and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything, knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. That's existential, it really is. I could feel that one, I could visualize that one. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. She's just saying that because neither she nor Dan Salvato went to grad school yet, exactly. It's true. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. Armchair philosophy, life and concepts are meaningless. Philosophy grad students, the discipline through which we are deeply dive into concepts and meaningless is meaningless. Yes, it's just a cycle of meaninglessness. I think you'd know that better than anyone else. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah. That. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. Yes? Is it because you write all your important papers and works and stuffs? Well, maybe grad students in other institutions find Western philosophy fruitful and meaningful, but here our perception is that there's really nothing here. It sounds about right. You don't say. Yeah. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. So your advice is to get friends? Is that what you're telling me? Thanks, Monica, really? Thanks for listening. She responded to you. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out...
Hold on a second. Is it just just me, or did you say something strange just now?
Huh?
Something did sound a little unusual.
That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Sorry, I slipped into my impression. Oh god.
Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
In your books, maybe. God, your nap voice is so on point. I'm glad you appreciate it. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here.
It seems you're right.
Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around.
Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee.
Natsuki, please show some decency.
Oh, come on.
She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early.
Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't really want to force it. Ooh. That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. Thank God, I want more of those cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can I be the taste tester? I'll eat them all. I make really good cupcakes, so I'm a great judge of cupcakes. Please, I beg, feed me the cupcakes. I'll be slamming my face down into a pile of rubber cement and rolling around on the floor. Natsuki, yes, exactly. Can you handle all that by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, I don't know where that came from, but it seemed proper. It totally seemed proper. Yuri, you can... Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri?
I'm useless.
No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Monica, be nice, right? Now, Natsuki's pouting, too? Jeez, even I can't tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere.
Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere.
Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself because she totally, absolutely loves atmosphere. Yup, definitely not horror atmosphere, just atmosphere. Her hand on her hip, now she's serious. That's how you know she's serious. Super serious. Your mind's already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you. The one who is truly useless. It is me. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. Atmosphere, about that,
Did you know that the air is 80% nitrogen and 20% oxygen? Like, imagine if we breathed nitrogen instead of oxygen. We would be 4 times as efficient. We'd all leap from the parapets like Batman and take off running into the distance.
I wish I had Batman's energy. I would take it. Why not? It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Do I have to choose something? 'Cause that sounds dangerous. I'm gonna save all of a sudden. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? That fact is so unsettling to me. Like, why did we evolve to breathe oxygen and not nitrogen? There's so much more of it. I mean, I'm sure there's some reason somewhere.
I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway, so...
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that.
If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Time may not seem like... words. Time may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance.
I know that for reasons, only oxygen has the atomic structure to satisfy our respiratory needs, and unlocking the other 6/7 of energy in the ATP. But we couldn't MacGyver up a way to do it with nitrogen? No, never. Can't get rig that kind of thing, you know?
So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with decorations.
Hold on, I never said that! How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for time to...
What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work.
And baking isn't? Just what do you think?
Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Time to decide how she'd like to contribute. I think I'm gonna save again. Wow. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in...
You literally just said...
From Natsuki, let's see.
Hey Yuri, did you know that, oh my god, that's a big word? I don't think Natsuki knows those big words. I don't even think she knows how to say respiration, I'm gonna be honest.
Anaerobic. This is what happens when you learn all your words from reading and nobody around you uses big vocabulary.
Anaerobic respiration works without oxygen at the cost of extracting 1/7 the energy as aerobic respiration. That means I can survive if I hold my breath as long as I move at 1/7 the speed starting now.
Bro, what's going on here? Oh, you know, literature clubs, waifus, all those things. What's going on with you? Get rid of Monica and Natsuki. Should I pick Yuri or should I pick Monica? Like, I don't know what happens if I pick Yuri over Monica. I don't know what happens if I pick Monica over Yuri. What is the best life choice? Sorry. I was just saying, though.
Jeez.
Monica number 1. See, now we've got conflict in the chat. Monica sucks? Why does Monica suck? Chief, do you got a vote? Yuri or Monica? Mai has a weirdo in chat who keeps writing unsolicited. It's about cute female NPCs in Mai's video games in bizarre situations. That is how I'm feeling. Oh god, we have a battle in chat. Oh, thank you though for the follow. Helltronics. I'm conflicted. I love your Netflix so much, but Yuri is a better person. Okay. I think we have to go with Yuri because there's only one in favor of Monica and one in like half favor of Nat. in half favor of Yuri, so that's 1.5 versus 1 for every other one. Based on my brief times in DDLC subreddit, the Nat fans seem to be a bit more level-headed than the Monika and Yuri fans. Is that why you're the only one not shouting names in caps? Let's see here. Yeah. You're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. I'm a Yuri fan personally, but I love your Nat voice. No, Monika. Oh no. There's more fighting. More violence in chat. Of course. I love the Nat voice too. I love making voices like that. I don't really know why, but there's something about those voices that it's just so satisfying to voice.
Very well.
In that case, everyone looks straight at me.
Oh god.
Wait, Sayori wasn't even... She's an option, but she wasn't even here to defend herself. And nobody picked for her. Maybe it's because the Nat fans realize that Nat's just insufferable and have to keep that perspective, or because there's a very diehard Natsuki fan on the subreddit, but they also keep it in perspective, influence the community. Pick Sayori, she's miserable? God, I don't wanna pick her. She is miserable. She's miserable to listen to. That's the problem. I don't know. We got our decisions. We gotta pick. I panic. Oh god, good thing she wasn't in your Yeah, exactly. Alright. We're gonna pick Ame. I would pick her in a heartbeat. Bless. Yes, exactly. I am Orb. Yuri. Okay. We're going with Yuri. We're going with Yuri. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri.
Me?
Are you serious?
Monika's objectively the better choice. I might end up having to do another run where I pick Monika for things, because I really want to pick Monika, but like I've put so much effort into Yuri so far. Yuri is objectively the cutest choice. Yes, we're definitely going with who's cuter here, and that's what matters. Oh no.
Why would you?
Effort is not the only thing. Is she cuter? Does she get cuter images? I really can't weigh in on this without spoiling the game. Oh no. Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean.
No. I was just saying. Oh.
So you'll be helping Yuri then? Yeah. Cuteness is not objective. Oh no. For you, maybe. The fights, the shots being shot. Objectively, Natsuki would be the cutest. It's true, she probably would be. If Nat were my mom, she'd say, "You're mind reading," even though Monika is right. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful.
That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself?
I mean, yeah. I already said I'd be fine.
The Nat is a rabid mole rat that learned to walk. Yes, that's why Nat and Rat rhyme. Yuri cutest. Is that your only argument, Deji? Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited?
Well, excited may not be the right word.
Yuri only has the most interesting character file. I'm curious now. I'm so curious now. Natsuki will remember that. She will. She totally will.
But I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit.
Do you feel the same way, Time? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Has everyone played the game already? Except for me. Don't these people have actual homework? No. They just have literature club. I haven't played the game yet. Be real, who does their homework? I sure didn't. But don't follow in my footsteps. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a trap.
I didn't even do anything.
No, that's not what I meant at all.
It's too late for me. Too late. Give up. Return to Nat. Right.
I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why time picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had.
That's because you haven't had my cupcakes, Yuri. I'm insulted already. Already dropped out of school? Oh no. I hope it wasn't my bad influence that did it. What a line.
They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so...
I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though.
Why?
Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden.
I know I'm not very good at it.
Imagine like a soap opera where the love interest number 1 is walking off with the protagonist and love interest number 2 is jilted and love interest 1 yells, "It's okay, love interest 2, your cupcakes are the best," as she's carried off to a happily ever after. I could see it happening in like a comedy though. That would, not even a soap opera, like an anime, a harem anime. Absolutely.
I'm sorry if I said something bad.
Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Meanwhile, love interest number 4. Love interest number 4, literal who? You mean like Doki Doki Literature Club? If they turn it into an anime, yeah. Did they turn it into an anime? Is there an anime that I don't know about? Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer up someone must be far out of her own comfort zone. Sadly, no. Oh, that is kind of sad. It'd be cute, I bet. At least this part would be cute. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
No. I kind of appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing.
But if they didn't get Monica's character correctly, I wouldn't forgive them, so it's better there is none. That might be why they just never made one, you know? Fear. Pure fear. But I begin to understand. Natsuki is hopeless.
But I'm gonna say this.
Monica is the most popular after all. I believe it. But so far I've seen everyone like that's messaged me about playing this game. They're always like, Yuri number 1. And we Monica fans are mentally ill. You and me both. Aren't we all?
You better bet that my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of this whole event.
I believe you.
Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out.
Alright, let's get out of here then. Okay, thanks, bye.
Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Huh? I turn around.
Sorry. I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend.
Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number, maybe my email address, a backup email address, maybe an extra email address just in case? My old instant messengers, my Skype, my Discord. What do you need? I'll give you it all. I'll even give you the passwords.
I think that would be the best way, yes.
Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Also, me offering all those things is a reference to an old friend I had in high school who handed a boy, I can say boy because she was like you know, we were in high school. But she handed him just a piece of paper with all of her contact information, including a backup email address on it. He didn't get a hold of her. But that's fine. She just walked up to him, handed him the paper, and was like, you should get a hold of me, you're cute, and walked away. And I can only imagine what was going through his head at that moment. Message me on Warframe, my username is Timeline. Okay, sure, my username is Natsuki is a Chihuahua. That should be my, that would absolutely be my username. By the way, if you do have multiple runs, you can just do that later, but if you want to get the most out of the game, leave the game files open on a second screen and check for Easter eggs during certain events. Ooh. That sounds fancy. I want to do that. I won't remember to do that, but I want to do that. I changed my Twitch username to that, but it can be construed as objectifying women, and the Nat fans would get upset. Yeah, you might get some angry people from that one. Otherwise, it would be so tempting.
Okay, then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. I don't know where you live, but I'll find it. I'll follow you home.
My house?
Is that a problem?
No, not at all. I just haven't told you where I live. It's hopefully nowhere sketchy. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you.
I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. And smelling your bed when you're in the bathroom.
What? No, it's fine. I'm finally back home just as the day is ending. Did we pick Yuri? Yeah, she's right here. Poggy Snake. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. Why does she get that nostalgic soft gaze when she talks about going to your house? That's why I made the comment about her smelling my bed sheets when I'm in the other room. 'Cause that's definitely psycho girlfriend daydreaming about what she's gonna do kind of things. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. Like I said, objectively, it's Natsuki, but it's not objective. So Monica number 1, oh my god.
You smell different when you're awake.
Yes, exactly. If Doki Doki ever makes an anime, let me voice Natsuki. I beg the creators that will never see this video at all, but I beg them, let me voice Natsuki. Let me. I'll do it. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. Here is maximum number 3. Why number 3? Who's number 2? In all seriousness, when I got really sick 3 years ago, the first symptom that something was really wrong was that I smelled different when I was asleep. Really? How did you know? Sayori? Why do you like Sayori? She kind of drives me nuts. I don't know why, but I'm like predispositioned to not really like her. I'm so sorry. Yuri's number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Monica, Sayori, Natsuki, and Yuri share 3. Oh, doing Yuri dirty. Sayori's like number 11. Natsuki's like number 400. Oh no. I'm not nearly as creative as you are.
Don't underestimate yourself. I think we'll make a very productive team.
I would wake up absolutely drenched in sweat and it smelled like dirty socks. Well, oh no. Rather than salt water or regular body odor? That sounds awful. Bro can't even count. Don't need counting here. Numbers are overrated.
Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something.
Everyone in between is different Yuris. I mean, the math's for me. Why not? Wait, you don't actually think that, do you?
I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me.
The idiot doctor was dismissive at first, but then we ran some tests and, well, I'm alive. That's all that matters. If Yuri were in my life, we would have found this out a lot sooner because she'd be sniffing your bed sheets. Exactly. It's true. True fact, she'd be like,
you smell a little sick today. I know because you smell different than your pillow.
Oh, God. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do.
But...
Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Boo?
Ah, scared.
Panic. How's it going, Emily?
I didn't realize.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Emily. I hope you don't mind that I'm not saying all the numbers. I was gonna call them letters at the end of the thingy. There's a lot of them. According to Immanuel Kant, the objective principle of volition is moral law, and the subjective principle of volition is the maxim, which is only moral when it is universally words. Wow, they're tough. Law-giving. That sounds like a lot of words. I understood very few of them. This is how you know I didn't make it through college. Does that mean that Yuri is the cutest? Does it? It was originally written in German. Is that why it doesn't make as much sense? Because if it doesn't, I don't care about it. I mean, it probably means that. We can interpret it as we will.
I didn't realize.
If it's German, it makes sense. That's how it is. Exactly. Everything makes sense when you go, oh, it was translated from German. Mostly because I don't understand German, so like, I'm gonna just go with whatever's said. It's true. Indirectly. Great. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Good. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. Really hard. Big thoughts. Big thoughts. She looked straight into my eyes for a while.
I believe you.
Well, since you've played Corpse Party, you're on the path to understanding and reading a lot of Immanuel Kant because Seiko is the only person I have encountered who reminds me of him. Why? I know I'm opening a can of worms, but why? I'm probably not going to understand because I don't know a whole lot, but both of them think the big brain thoughts. Okay, I'm glad that you simplified it for me. Like, is this guy a professional nerd or what? Are you a professional nerd? I wish I was a professional nerd. They probably make a lot of money. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression.
And I'm really looking forward to Sunday.
I was actually streaming when I encountered the butter up line, and my reaction wasn't laughter or what. It was just, what, huh? And dull incomprehension. Seiko has a higher mind, and so does Kant. I don't even remember how I reacted to that. I think it was just, oh no, I'm not reading these. I'm not. To be fair.
And I'm really looking forward to Sunday.
I don't understand butter up either. I think it's for the best. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. Great, thank you, Yuri. I can't believe this. Google time? Oh no. Be careful. Make sure your safe search is on. All of his works are translated free by Project Gutenberg. He wrote in the 1700s, so it's public domain. I do like me some public domain. The Critique of Pure Reason is the most famous book, apparently, but his famous book for morals is the groundwork of the metaphysics of morals. Flatter or praise someone as means of gaining their help or support. Don't try and butter me up in order to get privilege. I wouldn't want someone to butter me up. Literally, that sounds kind of sticky or slurmy. Where is Sayori? We haven't found out yet. She left. She was sick. She was like, oh, I don't feel good, and then left. With the other bad girls? Oh no. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming over to my house on Sunday. Only Sayori. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. This means war. Yes. Oh, I think I just accidentally missed some text. Shoot. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Just Monica? Oh no. Just Monica? Someday. Someday just Monica. Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. you'll be driving this weekend and stop at a truck stop, and Nat and Sayori will be there chain-smoking cigarettes with charcoal beards and angrily conversing in Russian. The worst part is I'm going on a trip this weekend, and I will 110% be stopping at, like, truck stops and or rest areas. So now I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for Nat and Sayori there chain-smoking. You can check the history. Oh, there's a history button. Oh my god. I can't believe I forgot there's a history button. Oh god, there's a lot of text here. Oh, is this a chance I have to make something happen between us, or is it too early for that? Only time will tell, but until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. Thank you, you saved me. I seriously can't wait. Great, great, great. Mana can't. Oh god. Only time will tell. It's true. It's already Sunday. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna save because we've made it through a couple days. We've made big decisions. I'm just gonna, you know what, I'm gonna fill 2 slots as I do because I don't know. I have no logic behind this. I just do it to feel better about myself, I guess. But yeah, we're gonna wrap things up here for today because we made lots of progress, and then next time we will discuss with Yuri about decorations and about the smell of my bed sheets. Yep, I'm sure it'll go great. So, thank you everyone for watching, stopping by. Thank you Emily72915 and X_Eltronics_X. Yes, I did the whole thing. What if there's no next time? There better be. If not, you know to look for Nat from the truck stop. Well, that would be sad. It would be so sad. How will I ever know if Monica's the best otherwise? What if Monica can't ruins next time? She can't. Because she's Monica can't, you know? That just makes it better. Oh god. I hate to break this to you, Chief, but I have no idea. Oh, that's Russian for Yuri and Time are really stupid. Oh no. This is terrible. Oh, anyway, thank you all for watching, hanging out, chatting, the follows, all those things that you do. And I hope to see you all next time. Bye-bye.